Hello, everyone. We'll be starting the show very shortly. We've just had a last minute computer crash from the person who will be doing our sound. So we'll just give them a minute and hopefully they'll be able to reboot the computer. And if they can't, well, we'll make it up.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to ComedySportz. Hello. I think we've got people joining us from all over. Apologies for starting a little bit late. We have had technical difficulties, as is becoming the norm during the lockdown. But there you go. Normally we have sparkling music and all sorts of things, but our wonderful Felix has been disconnected. I believe this is a conspiracy. Probably a 5G mast being burnt down, something like that. You can't know for sure. So hello, everybody. I've got various people here in the chat. We know we've got people here from Droylsden and Chorley, different parts of Manchester, and also Philadelphia to really bring those miles in. So that's great. So everybody, let us know on the chat. That would be great. So yes, hello, everybody. Believe is there issues of right? Okay, apparently the sound's not very good, so what I will do is
it's better now, Tav.
Okay, can people hear me now at all? Is that a little bit better? Let's see if that works. Let's see if that works better. Right, I shall carry on. Yes, great. Okay, good. That's just carrying on with the other issues that we've had here with technical problems. Hopefully I can hear everybody else as well. I was using a little wireless microphone that's worked before, but never mind. Hello, everybody. Welcome to ComedySportz. If you're new, this is competitive improvised comedy, a red team versus a blue team who I'll be introducing shortly. And they're going to be using your suggestions. So please, in the chat, when I ask you for suggestions, things, put them in there. We'll base our scenes on what you guys give us. And with further ado, because I think we've already had enough of ado, let's introduce the players. Everybody starting with the red team. It is Josie Froop from the red team. Hi, Josie, all right. And the red team captain is Mr. Lucas Kirkby.
Whoa! I felt like I had to match
dancing,
Josie's energy.
Please welcome from the blue team, Mr. Sean Mason.
Come on, give us a dance, Sean.
There you go. And the blue team captain is Kate McCabe.
Oh.
That is horrifying.
Okay, there you go. Right. Hello, Kate. Right. Okay, so we've got both teams on the field. Let's see. First thing we need to do is have a coin toss, because this is a sport, to decide who gets to decide the first game between the captains Lucas and Kate. So what we're going to do is bring in fan favourites here, Bagpuss. Now, yeah, I feel worried that maybe there might be a copyright infringement, so I want you two to tell me what is actually a better alternative name for this character. I feel like Kate could be a bit more creative because she probably has no idea what this character is in the first place. So, Lucas, what is the name of this character?
Pagbus.
Okay. And Kate, what is the name of this character?
Made Bacon.
Made of Bacon. I suppose as you're the only one who actually came up with a name, Kate, you win that round.
Excuse me, I spoonerized the syllables to make it Pagbus.
So unfortunately, they're too similar a noise, Lucas, so I did not pick up on that. Well done, anybody else watching, if you understood what Lucas was doing there. This guy did not. Kate, you win that with, what was his name again? Made of Bacon?
Yes.
Made of... He will now be referred to as Made of Bacon from now on. So if you have people viewing future shows where he makes an appearance and they don't understand that, well, that's their problem. Kate, what would you like to play for the first head-to-head game?
I like chasing my problems away with a game of blues.
A game of blues, right? Fantastic. Everyone in the chat who is watching, lovely to have you here. Bronze came up with hag bus, by the way, so that's quite nice. People in the chat, please put down problems. We're going to do a blues. Blues are based on problems in life. So I want you to tell me a problem that you've had. It could be a problem you've had today, this morning. It could be a problem you've had in the last week. Okay, so please put your problems into the chat there. So that'll be great. Put your problems in there. So the way this game works is it is a rotation game and it is a rhyming game, okay? So what we are going to have is the first two players up. The first player will set up a blues line and then the next player will have to rhyme with it. This is a rhyming game, okay? You'll understand more as we play it. So let's see what problems people have here. Eleanor Grace Ryan says her problem is my mum, who I think is also watching. So my mum is the problem. So let's just check who is playing first. Red team, who's playing this first round?
I will. Josie looks enthusiastic about this problem, so I'm going to put her into bat.
Okay, Josie, you'll be starting for the Reds. And the blue team, who's playing for the Blues, Captain Kate? Kate is going to play for the Blues. She's put her hand up there. Right, okay then. So, Kate, you can start. The problem is my mum. Off you go.
I woke up this morning. My mom was mad.
She was saying that I'd been bad.
She didn't look happy. She did not look glad.
She said that I should stop being so sad.
She wasn't awesome. She was not rad.
She told me I'd been a gad.
She said, stop being lazy. You're just like your dad.
And what's that shirt in which you are clad?
I forgot what I was going to say. What's the word I had?
Oh, Josie, you're too long there. Josie, you're out. So there's 1 point to the blue team. Now, I could be wrong. Mr. Felix Janeway, are you back online?
To some degree, yes.
Okay, okay. Are you able to keep score then, or shall I keep score for now?
Yes,
All right,
I'm able to keep score.
You're able to keep score. Right, okay, lovely. All right, so that's 1 point to the blue team. All right, so the next problem we've got from Marianne. I'm out of coffee. Oh, I couldn't do this show without coffee. All right, then. So red team rotates. So it's Lucas against Kate. Lucas, you can start. Coffee is a problem. Let's speed this up a little bit. Off you go.
I woke up this morning. I ran out of beans.
I am so surly to everyone I means.
And I'm losing weight. Yes, I'm going lean.
Kids were yelling at me, a bunch of teens.
I said eat some vegetables. Young people should eat greens.
I said I'm a whale. I use balleens.
And whales have the biggest of all the spleens.
Okay, you are out. I'm afraid Lucas made you laugh too hard with the biggest of spleens. And I don't know where my mind is. I was not expecting that, but good gosh, I'm glad that's what he went with. Right, okay, there's a blue team rotate. Sean is in against Lucas. Let's see. Sally Griffiths. That's a lovely, lovely name, although change the second one. Sally Griffiths, her suggestion is sun in my eyes. That is a problem. The sun is in her eyes. Lucas, you can start.
I woke up this morning. The sun was in my eye.
I couldn't answer the question. Oh, why? Oh, why?
Things would be very well lit, which would be bad if I was a spy.
Oh, no. I might have to lie.
What should I wear? Ooh, this lovely tie-dye.
Oh, I give up. I said with a sigh.
This particular lyric is said by Stephen Fry.
Who has eaten all of the pies?
let's go to a book festival in Hay-on-Wye.
I was so lost. I walked into a wall. I was blinded. The sun, it hurt.
All right, no. That is fallen off the meter of the line, and how? Sean, you're out. That's another point to the red team. We're going to carry on just because we've got some fantastic problems here. Bron said, my mum is rad. That is not a problem. Carry on jogging. Let's see. My mother-in-law has put cold feet. So cold feet is a problem. So it's Kate against Lucas. Actually, Lucas, we'll rotate you out because you did so well. You've done 2 rounds now. So Kate against Josie. Kate, you can begin with cold feet being your problem. Nice and quick, off we go.
I woke up this morning. My cold toes.
I felt the cold creeping to my nose.
I said, where's the warmth? Where does it goes?
This problem sucks. This problem blows.
I went out to garden. I turned out the hose.
And in the garden, I started to mow.
Oh, I'm sorry, Josie, that doesn't quite fit. Mow. If you'd mows, then maybe. But unfortunately, we're going to have to be strict at this point. So that's a point to the blue team. And for the final rounds, this will be Kate versus Lucas. One more round here. Piggybacking fatigue. We've got piggybacking fatigue. Nice and quick here. Lucas, you can begin. Off you go.
I woke up this morning with a man on my back.
I said, what you doing? Put down that sack.
And his pants were falling down, and I saw his crack.
All right, no. I didn't mention the brown bag there, but that is pushing it a little bit there, Lucas. That is a bit too rude for a Friday afternoon. So there's a point to the blue team. And now we potentially go over to Felix, who will give us the scores. This will be interesting.
I think that the scores are 3 points to the blue team and 2 points to the red team.
We'll take it.
That is fantastic. Well done there. So that is the blue team. In the chat here, my mother-in-law has reminded me that she's in fact an awesome mother-in-law. Now, I do have proof of that. I have actually got a framed picture that says I've got an awesome mother-in-law. And who bought me that? My mother-in-law. So that was 3 points to the blue team. Red's got 2. So blue team, Captain Kate, you won. What would you like to do? Would you like to play or pass?
We'd like to play. And I would like to play the game of Call Me.
The game of Call Me, right? Fantastic. So what I'm going to explain the game. Let's just get a suggestion first of all, guys in the chat. If you could give me a suggestion of something you would keep in a box this big. All right, what would you keep in a box this big? All right, so put the suggestion in the chat there. Right, so the way this game works, the blue team will be doing a scene, but it will involve the red team as well. Because what they will do is they will be calling the players throughout the scene. So you'll hear a ringtone, they'll have to answer, and the red team will be calling in with various things to maybe mess around with what's going on here. It'll be explanatory when you actually see the game itself. Right, so let's see what sorts of suggestions we've got. Yeah, no, it is good to have Felix back. Yeah, fantastic. Eleanor Grace Ryan says, my sister can fit in that box. Your family's taking a kick in today, Eleanor Grace. They really are. That's fine. A kidney. All right, fine. We'll go with kidney. I don't know if it's a family member's kidney. Who is to say for sure? So blue team, suggestion is kidney. Red team will phone in throughout. Blue team, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, blue team, off you go.
Tex, we're never going to win the chili cook-off. Look how many kidney beans you done put in there.
Well, I just love me some beans.
Well, I tell you what, if this was a vegan chili cook-off, we'd be number 1. But we're not going to win when Slim McGillicuddy is putting lean Texas beef in his chili.
I just want to win so bad. Hello?
Hey, this is your local supermarket. I'm just filling out your order, and I'm afraid we don't have any chili powder. Is that all right?
What? But we need the chili. Okay.
That's all.
Well, thank you for returning to modern times. Get off your phone. We're right in the middle. This is the most important part of the process. We got to add the chili powder. Come on, Tex, put it in.
Sorry, boss. Hey, boss, just look over there.
What?
Just very quickly write chili powder onto the side of this box of Demerara sugar.
Ring, 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 ring,
There
ring.
we
It's
go.
the boss's phone.
Learning a
Do,
lesson.
do, do,
Here's
do, do,
my phone
ring,
now.
ring, ring, ring,
Howdy.
ring, ring. Hey, is that the boss?
Well, I'm a lot of people's boss, so yes.
Well, let's just say I've got your daughter, and if you don't send me $2,000 in the next hour, I'm gonna ring you back.
Oh no! Oh my God, Tex, I need $2,000. Don't ask me why, or else they might murder my daughter. I guess.
Well, it's just so happens that this competition we're entering for chili beans, the prize is $2,000.
Well, then we gotta win that $2,000. I better taste what we got cooking.
Yeah.
Tex. The only
Yeah.
thing that can save this chili, which is terrible, is extra cheddar and sour cream. You better hope that dairy delivery gets here.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, this is the judging committee for the chili making competition.
Hi. We're definitely making a chili.
Fantastic. Just wanted to let you know, one of our judges is severely allergic to sugar. That's not a problem, is it?
No. Why would you put sugar in a chili sauce? You wouldn't do that.
It's not in the recipe. Okay, we'll come and get your chili in just a second.
Okay.
Ring, 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 ring. It's the boss's phone.
Hello, howdy.
You'll never guess what I've done. I've pranked you. Have you found out yet?
Oh my God.
What?
Did you pretend to be a kidnapper?
No, I don't know what you're on about. No, what all I did was I put red paint on some sugar and then swapped it for your chili powder. Oh, that's going to be so funny when you taste it and it's sweet. I better go. I've got to put paint on the top of the door.
Don't go, Lionel. Lionel, come back. I need some guidance or help.
Boss,
Yeah.
did you like your daughter much?
Well, she wasn't rad.
And scene. Right, there you go. Fantastic. She wasn't rad. I mean, she's all right. She's all right. That was the game of Call Me. So everyone watching, you need to keep that in mind because you'll be deciding which out the two teams will win 5 points. Whoever does the best game. Right. So now we go back to the red team. Red team captain Lucas. What would you like to play to compete with that?
Oh, we'd love to play Countdown.
Countdown, right? Suggestions for countdown then. First of all, so I had the suggestion I had before was what you could keep in a box this big. I want something you could keep in a box this big. And I know you can't see my hands on the screen. That's how big the box is. So a massive box. What could fit in that? Put that in the chat, please. We'll use that in the game. What would fit in a massive box? So the game of Countdown. We are going to see an ordinary scene, and I will time it using a timing device. It will last for 1 minute, pretty standard. But then we'll see it counted down. They'll have to replay the scenes in shorter and shorter times. Very difficult game that these guys have taken on. Right, so let's see what we've got suggestions-wise of what would fit in a massive box here. We've got Elephant and Bagpuss from Bron. Now, the thing is, I don't know what a bagpuss is. There's, good old bacon over here. But who knows what a massive bagpuss Pet pony, my husband. Hey, let's go with pet pony then. All right. So pet pony is your suggestion. I will be timing it on my phone here. So 1 minute, red team, off you go.
For the last time, Griselda, I can't buy you a pony.
But it's all I've ever wanted. All the other girls at boarding school have got one.
Look, I managed to find a small Shetland pony, so this is all I can do.
That's perfect. Oh, I love her. Let me ride her. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, I was a bit too heavy for her and now she's fallen.
Oh no, I borrowed that pony from the pony sanctuary.
But I thought you'd bought it. Now we're going to have to give them back a broken pony.
Oh no, it was a loan of a pony. Got a broken pony.
Oh, wait, I can make a fake leg out of this harmonica.
Oh no.
There we go. It's just every time the wind blows, you can hear a tune.
And that's a minute. So just fixing the leg at the end there. 1 minute. Right, fantastic. And also, that is a new insult we can all use in everyday life. You're such a lone pony. So we can use that. We're coming up with all kinds of things today. So that was a minute. You're thinking, that was pretty succinct, not short enough. We're now going to do that in 30 seconds. All right, red team, replay the whole scene again in 30 seconds. Off you go.
Griselda, I can't get you a pony.
All the other girls at boarding school have got ponies.
Okay, just a small Shetland pony.
Oh, it's the best pony ever. Let me ride it.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, no, my weight has broken the pony's leg.
Oh, no, I borrowed that pony from the pony sanctuary.
Oh, I thought you'd bought it, but wait, I can tie this thing onto its leg, but every time the wind blows, you can hear a tune.
Oh, 30 seconds. There you go. Very good. You just about got a little bit of extra as well. I like it. Good. All right, that was 30 seconds. You're thinking that's pretty short. Not short enough. We are now going to see that replayed in 15 seconds. Can they do it? We shall see with our own eyes and hear it with our own ears. 15 seconds. Off you go.
I can't.
Oh, you've already got it. Let me ride it. Oh, I've killed it with my weight.
Oh, no, it was a loan of a pony.
Oh, but I'll just strap this to it now. When it gallops, you can hear the blues.
Oh, no.
And saying, there you go, 15 seconds. Right, good. That was pretty short, not short enough. We're now going to see it in 5 seconds. 5 seconds, off you go.
Here's a pony.
Pony, I've broken it, but I've got a thing. It's fixed.
And there we go, that's 5 seconds. Obviously, you can't do shorter than that. Yeah, you can. 1 second.
What?
All right, I want to see that in a single second. An auditory visual delight in 1 second. Off you go.
A pony.
And there you go. That is the game of Countdown. That's the red team there. Right, so we've had a game from both teams. So this is the point now where you guys are at home. We need you to come in and I'm going to restart the app so I can actually see the chat. We need you to tell us which team you thought did best. Was it the red team or the blue team? All right, so please put red or blue into the chat now. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of time to catch up with that. Right, so it can be red team or the blue team. So remember, the blue team played the game of Fool Me, and the red team played the game of Countdown, taking a 1 minute scene all the way to 1 single second. There you go. They also joined in with Call Me as well. So you guys get to decide if it is the red team or the blue team. Oh, and here we are. They're finally coming in for me with our wonderful lagging technology. We've got Davina says red, red, red. You know, maybe in the case of a tie, I might have to consider people saying it multiple times. Blue, red, red, red. Oh, there's quite a few here. I'll just leave it a tiny bit longer just to make sure everyone gets their votes in. Lucas, I can see you've got a red pen and a blue pen there. That's exciting. I don't know what he means with that, if he wants everybody to get a point. We've got another vote for the red team. I'm going to give that to the red team. 5 points to the red team there. So we go over to our wonderful now online Felix to see what that does to the scores.
Well, the blue team have 3 points, but the red team have 7 lovely, tasty points.
Tasty, tasty, not too hasty. 7 points there for the red team. Right,
Yes.
red team captain Lucas Kirkby. So the next scene round, would you like to play or pass?
We shall try and capitalise on our advantage and play.
You're going to play? Right, fantastic. What game are you going to play?
Well, we don't know yet because we're going to play Game-O-Matic.
Game-O-Matic, right. So for this, I need people's initials. Lucas, give me a number between 1 and 10.
7.
7. I'm going to go from the very top of the chat and count down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that is Sally Griffiths there, aka the wife. So SG, those are the initials. So what's going to happen now is the red team are going to come up with a game that's never been seen before, or potentially again, with the initials S and G. So Lucas, what is the title of the game?
Sound Grapes.
Sound Grapes.
Yeah.
Okay. And Josie, what is the name of your game?
Silly Grandma.
So we've got Sound Grapes or Silly Grandma. Now, everyone in the chat, you get to decide which of those games do you want to see? Sound Grapes or Silly Grandma? So put in the chat now which one you would like to see, and we are going to come up with that game. And I'm going to write those down because they are instantly going out of my head. So we've got Sound Grapes or Silly Grandma. So yeah, put in the chat, which of those games would you rather see? Sound Grapes or Silly Grandma? And then what's going to happen is these guys, I said, it's made up on the spot. Once you decide which one it is, the guys will then explain to us how that game works, coming up completely off the top of his head there. So we'll see. So it's up to you guys which one. All right, let's see where we're up to here. 1 vote for Silly Grandma, 1 vote for Sound Grapes. Sound Grapes, Silly Grandma. Oh, we're split here. Right. Guess who character was not modelled on me, Lucy, but thank you anyway. Kurt Lick. But at least, you know, I'm famous for something. Silly Grandma, Silly Grandma, Silly Grandma, Sound Grapes. I think we're just about there. Yeah, we're going to go with Silly Grandma. Just about. So, Josie, you are now going to give us the rules to Silly Grandma.
Yes, in Silly Grandma, we have a grandma and their grandchild going about their business, and the grandma is always really silly and inappropriate. So we need in the chat for this a situation that they could be in that the grandma can be silly in, that would be inappropriate. A bad place for Silly Grandma to be.
Right, okay, so in the chat, we need a suggestion there, somewhere where it is inappropriate to be silly. So if you're being silly, you're thinking, don't do that here. So where would it be inappropriate to be silly? Put that in the chat so we can see what those are, please. Okay, so the game of Silly Grandma made up on the spot by Josie. I'm guessing Josie as well. I don't want to sort of do any sort of typecasting here. Do you want to be the Silly Grandma, or is Lucas going to be the Silly Grandma?
I think Lucas should be the Silly Grandma.
You know what? I think so too. I think he's got that sort of Silly Grandma quality about him.
Energy.
Right. Okay. Great grandchildren's birthday, library. Yep. A funeral. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we'll see. We've got those are some very good suggestions we've got there. Oh, right. I like that. Oh, press conference. Lucy, I really like social distancing at Tesco. That is very good. But you know what? Press conference from Ant Bear 10, which is a great surname. Ant Bear 10, we're going to go with press conference. Okay, so press conference is your game. You've got 2 to 3 minutes. With the game of Silly Grandma, off you go.
Okay, Grandma, you know that, like, I'm your granddaughter, but now I'm a serious journalist, all right? And we're going into this press conference that is about libraries, all right? It's a press conference about libraries, and I need you to not be silly.
Yes, I know. Don't worry. I promise I won't be silly at all.
Okay, I'm all right. Let's go in. I'll ask my questions. Everything's going to be fine.
Yes, you carry on. I'll just be sat at the back. Don't worry about me.
Great. Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the press conference about public libraries. Can I have any questions from the floor? Any questions about public libraries? Any questions from journalists about public? Yeah, I know that woman's got her hand up, but it's my. Yeah, okay. No, I'm not just ignoring her because she's a woman. I'm not. Okay. Yes. Gladys is your name. What's your
I'd like to ask a question. What do you say when you've lost your cheese grater? What do you say when you can't grate that cheese? What do you say? You say, I'll grate it later. Oh, cheese.
So I think what Gladys is referring to there is the fact that in a public library, there is this debate about whether or not we should have a cafe with hot food or not.
This gentleman has a question.
Oh, fantastic, great. A real journalist with a question, not just a silly grandma. Fantastic.
Hi. Keith Moon, Lawnmowers Monthly. What do you think the economic impacts are going to be?
You lose all your money. It'll go, the money, it'll go away.
Keith, I'm really sorry for that, and I can see that you're beginning to walk out the door. Please don't. please stay, and all of you do stay. This lady is she's my grandma, okay? She's my grandma, and she's just really. Yes, Keith. Is that Keith?
No, this is Alan Thompson, Bin's Monthly.
I've wet myself.
I'd like to hear more from the grandma, please.
Yes, what's your question?
How are you finding everything?
I'm finding everything by looking under the duvet. Everything's under the duvet, including my reading book.
Okay, and that is the end of that game there. Right, thank you. Everyone, that was the game of Silly Grandma. Eleanor Grace saying, I'd be scared if that was my grandma. Yeah. That is
I'm just going to get some
kitchen
roll while the next...
Kate, make a sound so they can hear you.
Hi, I got a picture of Tab. This one's called Richard, though. I know they said that you look like Philip, but I thought Richard was the one that...
Clearly, I've got a fuller beard, so that makes me better than Richard.
All right,
yeah, well, that's what I think. Anyway, right, well, Blue Team Captain, as you are here mocking me with your backdrop.
We don't have the points to lose.
How she's got her room painted. It is very strange like that. Blue Team Captain, what would you like to play to compete with the Red Team?
We would like to educate the people with public information film.
Public information film, fantastic. Right, so what I need from you guys is we're going to have a film shown. I'll explain more in a second. And it needs to be like on a subject. So I need you guys to decide, what would you like a public information film? So you've had things like, like being safe around the railway and stuff like that. Something safety. Let's make it something that is unusual. You would not expect to have a public safety film about something that you need to be instructed on being safe. You're thinking that's ridiculous. You would never need a public safety film about that. So stick that in the chat, please, and we will do, that is what the film will be. So if you've seen this before, it's a great fun game. And this is one that has been created essentially just for this format. It's not a game we'd ever played before. So that is one of the fun things about being almost like forced into these sort of situations here with the using technology we have. We are going to see an old public information film, but the sound will be dubbed completely by the blue team. So they will make it about whatever you want this public information film to be about. Right, okay. Let's see, we've got the vegan diet. Hey, Bron. The many uses of disinfectants, gun safety, the vegan diet, hi Bron again.
There are also a lot of calls for extra points for Kate's background. There are at least 3 calls for that, which to me is a lot.
I'm afraid I'd love to, but the rules say no. Oh, what a terrible shame. Terrible shame. Click. Right, okay. Playing Guess Who effectively. Shut up. Right, okay. We've got some great ones here. Gun safety is probably too close. That is true. So, how to wear socks. All right, go on. Let's give that one a go. How to wear socks. A safety video about how to play socks. So, over to the video.
Sock culture began years ago in ancient Morocco?
Yes. Back in the ancient times, people would only wear flip-flops, but then they would get sand between their toesies, even when they were riding a camel.
Then, one day, an ancient car came rolling through the desert. It had a trunk full of socks, and it was burning up the highway.
Socks were made out of these sheep. They would shear the sheep to make some sockses for their feetsies.
Occasionally, they would make other things out of sheep, like tents and curtains. Shearing sheep was thirsty work.
They had to install a pipeline to pump the socks out of the desert into the future.
This is also how beer is made, with fire and egrets and storks.
These fish are all looking out for some socks, because that is what they make their nests out of.
Everyone in every culture stands around fountains and drinks old sock water.
Of course, everyone here is wearing a nice sock, or perhaps 2. That is called a pair. This lady is wearing a coat like a sock.
She has been told to leave by boat her birth country because she was not wearing socks on her feet.
In Europe or Japan, people would wear all different kinds of socks.
There's even a sock festival, as you can see. People here spinning around in sock-footed glee.
Being up high allows you to see multiple socks at once.
Sometimes if you're wearing socks, the boat captains will honk at you as you walk across the bridge. Toot, toot, to the sock wearer, goes the captain.
Socks were how people would smuggle secret messages into Russia during the Cold War. The Kremlin is in fact built entirely from socks.
And we'll end there on that revelation. My word, the Kremlin is built completely on socks. Who'd have thought it? Right, so there you go. That was a blue team there with public information film. So again, we've seen 2 scenes from the red team and the blue team. You guys get to decide which one you thought was better. If you thought it was the red team, please say red. If it was the blue team, please say blue. Kate. Oh dear, right. I mean, that does look more like me.
Give us the points and I'll take it down.
I'll see what's happening after this. Good gosh. Right, so the red team or the blue team?
I love it when we get
the red team with the Gamomatic game of Silly Grandma, or the blue team with Public Information Film. So please put in which one you thought was best. You thought it was the red or the blues. All I've got here is the previous thing telling me about points for Kate. I get it. All right, we'll see. We'll see. So let's see. We've got votes for red. Extra point. Go Kate. Red. Sorry. Red. Extra point. Blue. Red. All right. Here we go. Right. I think this most of it. Oh, we've got double vote for blue for one person. Double barreled name though, so maybe that's allowed. I'm not sure. So I think we've got two votes coming in for blue. So what's that now? That's making it close here. I think the Reds are still in front just about. Any more here? You know what? That is close. That is close. That is going to go to the red team. 5 points to the red team. But what I will say is, because the internet, which is mighty, has been unanimous, 2 points to the blue team as well. All right, I've had that many shouts for extra points. That's 2 to the Blues, but 5 for winning the game to the Reds. So, Felix, what does that do to the scores?
The scores are 5 points to the blue team, thanks to Kate McCabe's background, and 12 points to the red team.
Wow, there you go. The red team firing up in front. Why? Because all the blue team have is sass. That is all they can provide. Yeah, you heard me, Kate. I'll take that background down. Well, we'll see. Right. Okay, so red team captain, Lucas, you won that. So what would you like to play for our final game today?
Well, we would like to play Doctor.
Doctor, fantastic. So we all know some of the old joke, Doctor, I feel like a blank. So we need items, all right? So I need things you could buy in the supermarket. I know that's tricky right now, but it is still possible. Things you could buy in the supermarket, things you could buy in hardware stores, other unusual items around the house. Okay, and also I'll just do a quick plug here for those of you that doesn't want to hear new. We're doing this show because obviously we can't do shows in the theatres or anything like that because they're all shut down. So a lot of us are performing, comedians and other performers, and our income's been cut off. So we are asking if you can to make donations. You can do that. It should come up in the chat. Different ways of doing it. If you go to comedysportz.co.uk/virtual, you have an option there to give money. I think there's also PayPal as an option as well. I know some of you come and watch like all the shows, so I appreciate. There's only, you don't have to give us £100 per show. You can if you've got it. But if you can give anything, that's great. Or if not, just glad that we've been able to entertain somebody. Because me putting on this ref shirt is the only time I've worn clothes in a month. So that is great. So I said, let's see what suggestions we've got here. So the way it would work is I am coming in to see a doctor. We've got all the different doctors here. And I would say, if the suggestion, for instance, the classic is curtains, I would say, Doctor, I feel like a pair of curtains. And then they would reply with something like the punchline, such as, well, pull yourself together. All right, there we are. If you groan, if you laugh, if you cry, whatever noise, these jokes will count. So anybody coming up with the jokes, and I will bring them in because I'll be on seat when they're ready to do it. So let's see. The first suggestion here from Dana, all the way from Philadelphia, is cheese. Okay. So both teams, the suggestion is cheese. So off we go. Dr. Lucas, I feel like a piece of cheese.
Well, let me just write you up a prescription.
Prescription. Thank you. Oh, Dr. Kate, I feel like a piece of cheese.
Oh, no, that's no good.
Good, right. Dr. Josie, I feel like a piece of cheese.
Oh, come on, Bear. You'll be okay.
Come on. Dr. Sean, I feel like a piece of cheese.
Damn, that's not good, is it?
It isn't. Do you have any more for cheese? Right, there we go. That is cheese. And Felix will be keeping account of the scores, adding those onto scores. We'll see them at the end. Next one we've got is disinfectant. Eleanor Grace, we don't have any. The Groner foul is suspended for this. So you will have plenty of Groners. Sorry for the pain that will cause you. Disinfectant is your next one. Dr. Kate, I feel like disinfectant.
Oh, goodness. Well, get prepared for those symptoms. It includes relentless trumping.
Topical. Dr. Josie, I feel like disinfectant.
Oh, there's nothing we can do. This one's going to wipe you out.
Thank you. Dr. Sean, I feel like disinfectant.
Well, you're lucky that we have the NHS instead of the American system, which might get you into Dettol.
Very good. Very good. Kate, Dr. Kate, I feel like disinfectant.
I tell you what, you're always making up all of these symptoms. Why do you gotta lie, Saul?
Good. Dr. Lucas, I feel like disinfectant.
Well, let's see if I can help you.
That is a proper torture pun. I like it. Right, so that was disinfectant. Right, let's... Lucy, yes, some of them are good. And Eleanor Grace, you're having to go at my curtain joke. I will take that. It is not mine, so I will accept that. That's a -1 point for me, please, Felix. Right, okay, let's see. Bottle of wine. I feel like a bottle of wine. Okay, Dr. Kate, I feel like a bottle of wine.
Are you feeling low?
Low, very good, yeah. Dr. Lucas, I feel like a bottle of wine.
Don't worry, it'll get better as you get older.
Very good, very good. Oh, Dr. Kate, I feel like a bottle of wine.
Oh, excellent. That'll be paired really nicely with your cheese symptoms.
That is true. Give her 2 points there because she's like doubled up 2 jokes there. Right, that's bottle of wine. Let's see what else we've got here. Lantern. Okay, we'll go with lantern. So it's Dr. I feel like a lantern. Let's see what we've got. Dr. Lucas, I feel like a lantern.
Yes, that's why you've got a Chinese burn.
Good, yeah. Dr. Kate, I feel like a lantern.
Oh, no. This is that whole Trumpy thing. You're looking orange and like a pumpkin.
Again, topical. Dr. Sean, I feel like a lantern.
Oh, well, something to lighten up the days.
Yeah, very good. Oh,
I
Dr. Lucas, I feel like a lantern. Sorry?
I didn't actually have my hand up. I was scratching my nose.
All right, it's a good job there's no auctions on at the moment, Sean. Right, Dr. Lucas, I feel like a lantern.
Well, do you like my new, bigger doctor's surgery? It's a lot loomier than it was.
And we'll leave it there on Lumia, right? Okay, fantastic. That is the end of the game, and it brings our match to an end. Thank you very much for coming in and joining us, guys. It is it's great to have you here. Just one more time, apparently I was wrong. There's no PayPal option, but if you can donate, comedysportz.co.uk/virtual, and I think it'll be in the chat as well. But also spread the word, tell people to come and watch us because we're loving doing these shows. This is great fun. We're doing it on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at the moment. Is that right, Sean?
Yes. So next week, the schedule is tomorrow at 7 p.m. British time. We will be having a Manchester versus Maine show. So our Saturdays for the coming weeks are going to be against ComedySportz teams worldwide. And then we'll be doing our weekday shows next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12:30. The week after that, we're probably going to change the schedule a little bit. But if you go to www.comedysportz.co.uk/shows, you'll see a schedule there, and we'll be updating that over the weekend. And also, if you would like to do a digital workshop with us, if you've done a bit of improv before and you'd like to flex those muscles yourselves, You can do so by visiting our website and join me tomorrow, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, for tomorrow session on doing improv online.
Right, fantastic. Thank you, Sean. So that's us done for today. But tomorrow you've got the workshop at 3 and the international show at 7 against Maine. The week after that, we're going to take on starters and then finally desserts. It's a place joke. Right, thank you very much. I want to hand over to Felix to give us our final scores.
Well, the red team walked forward a total of 7 times, bringing their score to 19 points. The blue team walked forwards once, twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that was it. So the red team win.
Yeah!
Woo!
Thank you for coming, guys. See you again.
Today you have seen Sean Mason, Kate McCabe, Lucas Kirkby,
Bye, y'all.
Josie Tharoop,
Bye-bye.
and your captain has been Chris Kavanagh. Thank you for joining us and come again.
Bye-bye.